SCP-6286 is called the House of Skin. I've been seeing a lot of SCP-6000 plus projects pop up, and I'm excited to start getting into them. So we're gonna continue with this. This one's by Dr. Cat today. It's called the House of Skin. Looks kind of gross. I'm already kind of salivating. Guys, make sure to subscribe to Dr. Cat. Subscribe to me if you like reaction videos too. And let's get into this one.
What in God's name happened here? I heard the Class D guard.
It is
going to
be gross then.
Doorless, windowless house. The place just appeared
Doorless
as a wooden
and
box with a
windows.
roof. Apart from the form itself, there was really no way of telling whether it was supposed to be a home or just a solid block of wood.
So what's up with the blood?
But there were streaks of blood on the ground, leading toward what kind of looked like a front porch.
Right, and kind of like a
The tracks
door.
abruptly ended against the wall, as if there had once been a door here.
Right.
What's the situation? I asked one of the guards. They looked nervous to see me. Most of the guards never got to interact with a Class C officer. Sir, the house just appeared a few days ago, he said with a slight stutter.
Just out of nowhere?
A few days ago, I asked. Then why weren't we alerted to this sooner? Because... He paused, as if having trouble believing what he was about to say. Because no one noticed it. How is that possible? I asked. I don't know, sir. We questioned some of the inhabitants, but they never seemed to acknowledge the existence of this place.
Huh.
It was as if they could see it, but no one noticed it. It doesn't make any sense.
Weird.
My next question was simple. I'd been sent to the location with a single purpose. To figure out where the solid
Normally
house had
you
come
could
from
tell when
and what was hidden
something's
inside.
being constructed or whatever, but if
inside?
something just appeared,
I don't know.
it seems like
We
it would be
tried
like,
blowing the
hey, I
walls
wasn't there
open, but
yesterday.
They won't budge. They might look like they're made of wood, but it's an entirely different material.
Okay.
Unlike anything I've ever seen.
That is
Only
kind of
Trevor.
strange.
He was... taken.
Oh.
Taken? I asked. He nodded. Yeah. He touched the wall and it just kind of enveloped around him.
Oh,
crushing
it's
his
flesh.
body before sucking him inside. We tried to go after him,
Oh.
but the hole was sealed up immediately. I pushed the man aside and
Yeah,
went up to
don't-
the wall. At first I just
You gonna go
inspected
touch it?
From a visual point of view, it looked like wood, but it
Don't
lacked
touch
that
it.
woody scent of an old home. It smelled more like meat, like ham left out in the moist heat for too long.
It's an
And I
animal.
reached out a hand to touch
You
the
shouldn't
wall.
do it.
Sir, what are you... But I'd already put my hand on the brown surface. It felt warm, smooth,
It's alive.
almost like skin.
Yeah.
Still, it didn't consume me like it had the previous guard. I figured there had to be a specific point of entry, a specific spot that triggered the beast.
Huh. Either
It's
that
not
or it
wood,
wasn't
I
hungry.
said calmly. It's flesh.
Yeah.
Flesh? The guard said questioningly. But we tried to blow it up with C4. How did it not break? A living being will respond to aggression with violence. You need a gentler touch, I said as I caressed the wall. It pulsated in
Caressed?
response.
He's petting
How
it?
long did you say the house has been here? A few days. Why? He asked
Oh
back.
my god.
How do you know that? Well, all the information we could get from the neighbors. You mean the neighbors that didn't seem to notice the place? I asked.
Right.
I suppose. Check missing persons reports dating back 20 years, and get me satellite photos as far back as possible. This house has been
Okay.
here for years. People just weren't able to notice it. We're going to get inside and bring the people back, dead or alive. Get the hazmat suits. We
Dad,
don't
what
know
if
the
it
place
ate
has a
it
livable
though?
atmosphere. Within 15 minutes, I was suited up with 2 guards ready to escort me. We were
So
all
how are you
ready
gonna
to
get
gather
in?
samples, wielding flamethrowers should things get hectic inside. You sure you know how to get inside? The
You don't
guard
want to
asked.
sit at D class and try
Trust
to...
me, I said. What's your name anyway? I like to know the men that accompany me. I'm Carl, he said. And I'm Howard, the second guard said.
Alright.
Then let's do this and get back out alive. I'll take point, I said as I walked up to the wall. I carefully slid my hand over the soft skin, and after a few pulsating twitches, the wall expanded around us, sucking us inside.
Wow.
It was a violent journey, harsh enough to knock me clean out. I only came back after I found
How in the
Carl
world
standing
would
over
you,
me, shouting
like,
in
be
panic.
okay with that would happen?
Sir, wake up, he said with horror in his voice. Are we inside? I let out in a mere whisper. Yes, but it's all wrong, Howard said. What? As my eyes adapted to my new
This is
surroundings,
like the House
I
of
finally got a
Meat.
good look at the world we'd willingly stepped into. We were in what appeared to be a bedroom, except all the furniture, the walls, the decorations.
I thought
The
this
bed
was
made
another
from bones and
SCP
human
though.
Guts stuffed within a poorly put together mattress, bound
Yeah.
together by fascia. The walls were covered in skin, with pictures painted from blood and bile. It was a horrific reconstruction of
there
a
was
living space,
a meat
poorly
house that
imitating real
I
life.
saw a while
Are there any
ago, but it
survivors?
didn't look
I
like
asked.
any of this. It looked like an
We don't know
orb.
yet. We just woke up before you, Howard said. Then let's get on with it. Help me up, will ya?
This is something completely
We
different.
stumbled out into the hallways, standing unsteadily on the pulsating floor. Just beneath the thin skin, we could see arteries and veins stretching up and down the walls.
Yes,
hanging onto
this
the
is
ceiling,
different.
And seemingly fueling flesh-made light bulbs with pale red light.
Weird.
Kill me.
Kill me?
Voice called from
Oh
down the hall.
no. It's talking
Did you
to
hear
him.
that? Howard asked. We just nodded. What did they say? Carl asked. Not sure. Couldn't hear it. Come on, let's go.
I heard
Howard.
it said kill me.
It was a strange sensation.
That's
walking down
horrible.
the hall, as if we were stepping on humans. For all we
Ugh.
knew, that's exactly what it could have been. The house could have been constructed from the corpses of the missing residents. I can't take it anymore. The voice
I'm
called out again.
confused. What is the SCP
It
that was
came
the
from
house
one
of
the
meat
doors,
though?
Carl said. The doors themselves were made from pure bone, the only part of the house that resembled wood. We opened it and went inside carefully, still wielding our flamethrowers. Once inside, the three of us just froze in shock. The room was full of chairs, each of them occupied by a human stripped of their skin. Most of
That's
them were
nasty.
sucked dry of life, seemingly trapped there for years. But one still breathed.
Oh
His
no.
literally bare chest whipping up and down with each agonized breath. Oh my god, Howard let out. Please, the man whispered in
He
pain.
just
Kill me.
yeah, I guess
What do we
so.
do? Carl asked. We can't save him. He's being kept alive by the house, I said, as I pointed to the many tendrils attached to him. Each of them were fleshy appendages supplying him with the nutrients needed to keep him alive.
Oh my
We either sever
god.
the connection, or we burn him. I honestly don't know which is the better option. It's just like pulling the plug, right? It would be peaceful, Howard argued. What's your name? I asked the man in the chair. Kill me, was all he
My
responded.
name is Kill Me.
He's too far gone. Let's just put him out of his misery, Howard said. I
Gosh.
nodded in approval. Howard approached the skinless man with a knife, ready to cut each and
gonna
every
be an
cord,
act of
forcefully
aggression,
keeping him
though.
alive against his will. As he reached out his hand to cut the first one, the man whispered something to us again. Thank you, he said. I'm so sorry this happened to you, Howard said, as he cut the first cord. The man let out a sigh of relief as Howard went for the second one. But as he positioned his hands, a cut cord shot up toward him
knew
like
it.
a tendril wrapped
It's an
around
act of
his arm.
aggression.
What the fuck? He let out in shock. Within a second, the tendril wrapped itself around him hard
You
enough
about to get
break the
eaten,
bone.
homie.
Howard screamed in agony, trying to pull away, but it was futile. No sooner had his skin broken from the shattered bone before the tendril wriggled its way inside. We
Poor
rushed to
Howard.
grab him, but the flesh was too strong. It started digging its way deeper and deeper inside him until it reached his lungs and heart. Before we could do anything
Poor
to save him,
Howard.
the tendril had stopped his heart. Howard fell limp to the ground, sending Carl into an unstoppable panic. Carl, don't, I yelled out.
He's
He
about to
lifted his
light it
flamethrower
up.
and let loose
Light
at
him up,
the
Carl!
back of the house. Howard was the first to catch on fire.
Light him
but the
up,
flesh
baby!
quickly followed suit. The skinless
You gonna
man
burn
let
it
out
off.
a soft yell as his muscle caught on fire.
Oh my
I was
god.
afraid he would have a quick death. We expected the flesh to start dying, but instead, it just awoke the hibernating parts of the house. The walls, the floors, the ceilings all came to life, shooting tendrils out to attack us.
Oh my
Carl,
god.
watch out, I said as I pushed him out of the way of an appendage.
Carl!
Run.
What did you do,
I pulled him
Carl?
back into the hallway, but with the floors moving, it was almost impossible to make a single correct step.
Oh my
What's happening?
god,
Carl
dude.
asked.
He's
Woke
trying
it
to
up,
eat
I
you.
screamed back. We retreated through the hallway, trying to burn down the flesh as we moved.
They burning it.
While it definitely ignited the house, it seemed to piss it off more than
Barbecue
it actually
meat
hurt.
house.
We're almost there, I yelled. As we got back into the room where we'd awoken, praying it would allow us to escape.
Can you imagine the
door
smell
just
right
closed on
now?
us. I dove through, but Carl wasn't as quick.
Oh no,
He got
Carl!
halfway through as it closed in on him, trapping him halfway inside the wall.
Carl!
Shit, was all he was able to say before the house just cut him in half.
Oh!
The part of him still inside fell limp on the
Carl!
ground, dead within seconds.
No barbecue
I
for
couldn't
Carl,
save him,
yo.
So I just started feeling up the wall, desperately searching for
You
a way
feeling
out.
it? Don't
All
say
the
it
while,
like that.
The walls were closing in on me.
Dr.
The
Cat,
angry
you
flesh
ought to
was
know
reaching
better.
out, trying to grab me.
He's still
but I wouldn't
barbecuing.
stop fighting until the
What else
final
can you
breath
do, though?
left my
You're gonna
body.
run out of juice, bruh.
Then I felt myself fall into a hole. I tumbled out onto the fresh grass. A team of Class D and C personnel escorting me off the property.
Oh!
Apparently, they blasted it with gamma radiation.
Oh!
Paralyzed it for a split second.
They fried it!
Enough for me to stumble through. As they brought me away, I could see that the house had grown in size from the consumed flesh of Carl and Howard. And though I was safe, I knew that it would only
Carl and Howard
got number
eaten.
SCP-6286. Object Class Euclid. Description: SCP-6286 is a threat. Should you be unfortunate
obviously
enough to actually notice its existence, please do not approach. It has a perception filter that it only opens for a few individuals when it needs to feed.
Right.
We've already lost 4 men inside, and
God.
countless civilians. Their flesh has merged with the house, and for each consumed victim, the house
gets
keeps growing.
bigger.
We're currently trying to starve the creature to death, but despite our best efforts, the house keeps growing. At the current rate, we estimate the entire
Why not just
neighborhood
poison
being
it?
taken over by 2025.
Oh my gosh.
With exponential rate, it'll have taken over the entire town by 2032. We've got guards posted by the house at all times, but it's not enough. Every week, another inhabitant of the town goes missing. And each time that happens, the house grows a few meters wide.
We'll just evacuate the
We
town.
cannot stop this alone. We need to terminate the project before it's too late.
Oh man. You know, they already do stuff like buy up towns so things can't get in, you know. Why not just evac the town, you know? Gosh, that's so gross. But at the same time, it's interesting. I could have sworn there was another flesh house. Yeah, it's SCP-002. I remember reading about it a long time ago, and I think I did a reaction video for it. And it consumes victims too. I don't know, it's kind of weird. This was a good tale about this one though. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to subscribe to Dr. Cat. Subscribe to me if you like reaction videos too. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off. We'll see you next time.